I wanted to tell you just how freaking upset Jamie was by the prospect of doing that cold open for Craig. Like, we got a call from Craig. You know, he's a huge fan of Mythbusters. He's been kind of a friend of ours for the past year. He says, I want you guys to come do the cold open. Jamie's like, what's a cold open? But you know, it's just a beginning part of the show. Usually with Craig, it's some kind of lip-syncing thing, and Jamie's like, okay. So then, you know, our people are trying to get from their people what they're going to do, and Craig's like, you know, I'm just going to make it up. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I'm telling Jamie, don't worry about it. Craig's going to take care of you. And Jamie's like, really? Because we need to see what we're going to do. I don't want this to be embarrassing. Then it's going to be, then we get word it's going to be, you know, I Stopped the World and Met With You, which is a song Jamie somehow has never heard before. And he says, well, what do they want to do in it? I don't know. Jamie, look, honestly, buddy, they're probably going to just have you stand in the background and not do anything the whole time, and that'll be funny. Really? And so then we get word that they want him to hum, and he's like, I'm supposed to hum this whole song? And then he sent an email to me in Discovery Publicity going, I'm really nervous about this. I generally don't like musicals. I don't understand why people sing in movies. Someday I look forward to meeting Jamie's brother, Lore. So he sent me this email, I don't want to, well, I guess one, also Jamie rarely talks about himself, he says he goes, I guess one should have a sense of humor about oneself. Although I'm not into putting myself into a situation that's embarrassing or humiliating. I'm like, Jamie, really, you totally don't have to worry about this, man. Craig loves you and he's a little afraid of you, so he's not going to worry. So we're driving from the airport to the CBS studio on the day of the taping, and Jamie says to me, and he's been quiet for a little while, so I know he's got something to say. And he goes, I watched some of those videos they sent across last night.
Oh, dear.
And he goes, have you seen them? This is effectively like Jamie yelling in panic. Have you've seen these? I said, yeah. He goes, the videos with the puppets. Yeah, he goes, and the Nazi hat and the straps. I said, yeah. And he goes, and you're sure this is a good idea? Dude, trust me. Finally, he still doesn't understand it. He just accepts that it's funny for some reason he doesn't know. So, my name's Savage. You know my show Mythbusters on the Discovery Channel. If you're familiar with the show, you know that occasionally I curse. And they bleep it out, but that's not what's going to happen here. And I wanted to, let you guys know I'm going to do material that might be a little bit blue. The first thing I wanted to go over with you guys is a story called Cock-Shaped Turd. Specifically, my wife's cock-shaped turd. My wife is, you live with someone for years, and my wife and I both fart freely in front of each other. In fact, it's almost like a sport with us. Like when one, the other one goes, nice! One of the first times she did it, we were just moving in together, and we were sitting on the front steps of our house, my apartment, where she was moving in, and I was like, hey, look, now that we're living together, I just wanted to let you know I'm most of the way finished with my R2-D2, and I was thinking of letting him live in the house. What do you think of that? And she went like this. She went, really? That sounds like a great idea. This is the woman for me. I think I asked her to marry me like 2 weeks later. But it wasn't always like that. In fact, in the beginning of our relationship, we kind of had this game of not letting each other see each other in the bathroom. And it wasn't like it was some bit of propriety or something. It was just sort of a fun game, like, oh, let's, extend the mystery or something like that. And then I think we're at the Beverly Wilshire or something, being smacked out by Discovery, and the bathroom's all marble, and there's 6 televisions in it, and Julia says, you gotta come in here and see this turd. And I'm like, this is how we're gonna break the streak? I'm like, I don't want to look at your turd. And she's like, no, you really have to come look at it. It's remarkable. And I'm like, I'm not gonna come look at your turd. I just don't want to think about it. No. We get into this battle of wills, which I lose. So I tiptoe up to the... Now, I've spent time at RateMyPoo.com. I've seen what the internet has to offer. But this, what she did, it was a perfect 12-inch cock. Made of turd. I don't know what she did. It had veins, it had glands, it had the cleft in the front. It was bragging. I'm just saying, it was a perfect cock-shaped turd. By the way, I told her I was going to tell the story, and she was totally cool.